We're on our way to get groceries. Katie is in the post office. The post office closes in 3 minutes, but I think we got here just in time. So hopefully she'll be able to mail some stuff and pick up any packages that we need. I think there's a whiteboard that she wants for Sunday school on Sunday, so I'm hoping that she'll be able to get that. Of course, you can't tell much about it. You can just see the side of the building, but this post office is old and it's tiny. One thing I love about this post office is that you always see people you know. That guy's really nice. He waved at me. And I wonder if he's moved back here. I haven't seen him in a long time. The original post office was built in 1871, so it's not this building that you see, of course, and then it was closed, but I think they replaced it in like 1989. Now this building though is from about 1960 or so. There's a picture, and I'll try to, if I can find it, put it in here, a picture of some people outside of the old post office. It's really neat, and I think maybe Mom has wrote a blog post about it, so I can put that in the description too. With all the things that we mail out, we're at the post office a lot, and this is the closest post office to us. The other one in Murphy, it's further away. It's a bigger post office, and just to be completely honest, the people there are nowhere near as friendly as the people here. So we're thankful that we can come to this one. I got my whiteboard. I'm very happy about it. The kitties are gonna love it. They love drawing on the whiteboard. Y'all gotta fix my hair, I messed it up. I told you we'd get here. 3 minutes to spare. Another really cool thing about our town is the racetrack. The dirt track has been here since the 50s, I believe, and last year it was closed because the man who had the track passed away. His daughters inherited it. They tried to sell it, and they had a pretty high price tag on there, and it just never sold. Previous to that, folks even leased it from them and run the track, but then eventually they were like, hey, you know, the track's in really bad repair. We don't want to put our money into it if it's only ever going to be a lease and never actually ours to own. So then the track didn't run last year. This year, somebody has either re-leased it and come up with an agreement or bought it, and it's running under new management. I hear that it's really nice. They've changed a few things up, and so we saw 1 or 2 cars go up there tonight. They're going to have their dirt car race. So just to give y'all an idea about the town that we live in. So Brasstown is just a township. There's no stores there. There's not anything. This is editing, Corey, and I take that back. There are some stores in Brasstown, but at the time of filming this video, what I was thinking about was like big box stores. Like our grocery store is not in Brasstown, it's in Murphy. But the stores that are in Brasstown are like little local owned craft shops. They're really cool. But I didn't want to misspeak and say there's no stores in Brasstown, because we do have those. And it's maybe like 1,000 people, 800. And then the county that we live in, which is a pretty big county, is maybe a little under 30,000, 28, 29, 30,000 people. And then the actual town of Murphy, which is where we're going to go to the grocery store at, is maybe a little under 2,000 people. Somewhere between like 1,500 and 2,000.
In actual city limits.
Yeah, in the actual city limits. So it's a pretty small place.
It is, and I would say that Cherokee County is by acreage a large county, but by people, you know, a lot of that acreage is Forest Service land or national forest,
right,
whatever you want to call it, public land, etc., and nobody lives on it. So the county itself is huge, but that doesn't, the physical size doesn't exactly correspond with the population, because for as big as the county is, to only have like 30,000 people, I'm like, actually that's not. This road that we're on to town is what we like to refer to as the new road. And we call it that because in our lifetime, they built this road as a more direct route between the town of Hayesville and the town of Murphy. And just, I don't know, an easier way to get to town for the folks who live over here versus over there on the other side of the county.
It was built in about 2009, 2010.
There used to be more traffic, of course, on a road we call Morgan Hill. There was more traffic, there's another race car, on a road we call the River Road, because those were really pretty much the only 2 ways to get to town. And when we would come to town, we would come the River Road. But now we turn off here before we ever get to the turn off for the River Road. This is just literally faster for us. It's kind of an easier road to drive too. It's not as curvy and not as narrow, but it's one of the newer roads in this whole entire town because it's not even as old as we are. Looks like approaching, we have another race car. Yep. That come by really quick, but We're coming into town now. We have to cross these two bridges. Of course, these are part of the new road. I remember when they were building these, you could look down here from the river road, which is right here on our right. You can see traffic entering the intersection here. That's where we would have been coming from. So while we were still driving on that road before this road was open and construction was complete, you could see these bridges being constructed, and it was really cool to watch. That's one of Dad's things that he puts water in, and what I like about that is you can put more water in it. That's probably a 40 ouncer compared to some of the other ones. I mean, maybe it's only 8 extra ounces compared to your average size of 32, but still. Hi, that lady's, oh, it's Nicole! Look who it is! See you later. Bye. That was my second grade teacher that we just saw. So we are at Walmart, and we do a grocery pickup here. We've been doing that really since COVID, I guess. And usually Mom does it, but she couldn't do it this morning, so we're getting to do it this afternoon. And that's kind of like a treat for us, sort of, because
we would beat it both together.
Yeah, because we don't really.
The boys. We were so happy to see the second grade teacher. I swear she's
I think this is our stuff. Hold that day. She hasn't. We've shared this before, that one of our favorite childhood memories is every Tuesday morning, Mom would come get groceries very early, like 6:30, 7 o'clock at Walmart. Granny, we would go by her house to pick her up. She would come with us, and the store was very, very, very quiet. There was hardly anybody in the store that early in the morning on a work day. And we would just kind of like, we'd go help Mom put stuff in the cart, and then we'd go help Granny put stuff in the cart. The store then looked completely different. It doesn't look anything like it did now. In fact, one of our Walmarts is probably one of the last ones to convert to the floor style or format of like the super Walmart, if you will. So it's only looked like this for the last year or two, really.
Yeah,
if that. It's just a really sweet memory of all being together with a purpose, like going grocery shopping. And we felt like we got to help by putting items in the cart and unpacking the stuff when we got home.
Sweet.
Getting a drink of water before we go in Ingles. So Ingles and Walmart are really the only two main grocery stores where we live. I think there's a Save-A-Lot and maybe a United grocery outlet, but that's about it. Especially Walmart and Ingles, that's the two big chains. That's all that's here. So we usually try to get everything that we can at Walmart, and then what we can't get at Walmart, we get at Ingles. We really like Ingles, but it's a lot more expensive than Walmart.
I will also say 2 things to add to that. Number 1, Walmart has more of the miscellaneous items, like every department, I should say, more departments to shop from than Ingles. So if you're needing something that's not really food, Walmart is one of your only places to go around.
And we use Amazon a lot, honestly.
We do, yeah.
And other places online.
I think a lot of people who live here do that as well. And the other thing I was going to mention is for food in season, you have farmers markets and fruit stands. So if you're looking for fresh produce, I mean, so you have a little bit more in the season, summertime, to shop for grocery wise besides just Ingles and Walmart.
And that could be a whole video, like where we source our food. We could do that at some point. Mm-hmm. One other thing that we forgot to mention in this video is this grocery pickup is not just for us, but it's also for our grandma and for our mom. So when we go in Ingles, we got to get some stuff for them, and some of the Walmart items are for Mom and Granny too. So we got to take the groceries to them.
It means we have to do lots of sorting.
Yes.
You know, we got to sort out whose is whose.
Walmart didn't have milk, so I have got to get it here. I thought while we were in here we would just peruse by this aisle here to see if they had anything. Walmart has these little Apple Valley puffs that I give to Ira sometimes. I've never really looked at these things before. That's actually got some good ingredients. I need some beans for some stew I'm going to make later in the week, and then Katie wants me to look for some beans for Ira because he likes beans apparently. So Mom wanted apples, but she is very specific about her apples. She does not want a tart apple, so she said she got the Cosmic Crisp apples last time and she liked them, so that's what we're going to do this time.
our way home from the grocery store here, we have to go down this hill. And sometimes, if you catch it right, there's some dogwoods blooming right now. They're hard to see because the sun is kind of setting. But if you catch it at the right time, there's orange azalea bushes that bloom down through here. And we call this like flaming road, flaming alley, because they're flaming azaleas. They're orange and they're beautiful. This little road right here called Paradise takes you down to the river. There's a little housing development there, but there's some pretty good fishing that people like to do down there. And they say, oh, let's meet at Paradise. And everybody kind of pulls off on the same area to get together to go fish. That pull off is somewhere that people fish too. And one more thing while I'm just jabbering on about it. This bridge that we're on, if I'm not mistaken, is one of, if not the oldest in the whole county. And we gotta go across it to get home. And they're supposed to be replacing it at some point. Yep, they are. Oh! Uh-oh. Okay, right, how are we gonna do this?
I think you can open the door now.
Okay, you okay? Watch your head.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was... Let me do it again.
Nope, no do-overs, we're using it.
Oh, it's a sad reality. I stepped on the Sprite and looked like a doo-doo. Alright, I have to put this stuff back in here and then I gotta shut the trunk.
But I think that's it, so...
Yeah.
Now we got to
this
take...
poor man who packed this.
I know, this poor guy.
Listen, I'm so glad that we took your 4Runner instead of my car.
Listen, the guy, you see like the hook up there? The guy had the eggs hanging from that. Oh my Lord. Okay, so we're gonna...
I'm shutting this thing and I'm hoping it shuts before anything else comes back out.
We're gonna head on home and take Mama her groceries, and then we're actually gonna go through our groceries and show you what we got.
But first I'm saying hello to Gammy.
Mama got some soil.
We're gonna unpack it all and then we will meet you inside and show you what we got from the store.
We wanted to lay everything out because that is one of the best things about a grocery haul video. That's kind of what it's all about, is for you to see what people actually buy. So before we go through it, I just want to say we get our groceries from kind of lots of different places. We'll do the local pickups like this, or the local grocery store, but then we also order from Azure and from Thrive Market, and for most of our meat we go to the local farm store. So I'm just saying we kind of get odds and ends from the grocery store when we can't find it at those other places.
Yeah, and I guess...
So like this is not, you know, like a week. This is all we need in a week. No. It's not fully representative of that.
Yeah, a whole comprehensive list and selection of what we really get.
Yeah,
but this is
just
some stuff. So.
Yeah, just what we need right now. So I needed water wipes for Woody, and then I got him this sippy cup. We've tried different sippy cups with Woody. We're going to try this one and see if it works, because we feed him with glass bottles. I would love for him to be able to feed himself with a bottle, but they're pretty heavy. So we're just going to try that.
Ira has a sippy cup like that, but it's blue, and that's the only one I found that he can drink out of.
Yeah, so hopefully for Woody that will work. Found these cookies. I haven't had these in a while, and I love these. Got some strawberries. I've got some carrots down here. Now, this beef right here is for Olive. We have a lot of ground deer meat, but I feed her a mix of ground deer meat, ground beef, some chicken sometimes. So sometimes I get it from Walmart. And this was what I got from Ingles. I've never tried this for Woody, but it's chicken, peas, carrots, water, and olive oil. So we're going to see.
That's interesting.
I've got some tomatoes. I've got a cucumber down here. I've got some lettuce. And all this is salad stuff. And hopefully, once all my stuff starts growing, I can make my own salads. But none of it's growing yet because I just planted it. And we got some butter. We like to do the Kerrygold butter. And then we've got some bananas. I need a shower curtain. We've got some milk there. I got some kale because we like kale too, but I have been cooking that for Olive and then freezing it to add to her food. I've got some broccoli there, and then I got these beans from Ingles for my stew that I'm going to make. I think that may be... Oh, I have eggs. Can I show y'all the eggs? So these are some eggs that I've been finding at Ingles. We like to do the pasture raised eggs, so we got those because we eat a lot of eggs. And I want to say that maybe that was all for me for now.
Want to switch places?
Yeah.
And I'll cover what's left?
Yeah.
Okay. Corey also picked up a can of beans for me. That's interesting. These are black
Those
beans.
are black beans, and then I got you another can of the kidney beans.
Okay, cool. I got these peppers. I got these zucchini. I like zucchini and peppers. I like to have vegetables around for whatever dish I think I'm going to make during the week. I already had some broccoli and cauliflower and other little things, so I figured just the peppers and this would do, especially considering we'll be going again in a week, so that's okay. Ira really likes these little smoothie melts. I like to give them to him on, like, when we go to church to keep him quiet, or like when we go somewhere, because it keeps his attention and it's fast, it's easy. Fun thing about this is they're dairy free. They're actually done with coconut milk, so I appreciate that. I got some of this cream cheese because I made something with what Mom had. I used her cream cheese, so I got her some more. I got grapes back here.
And then you got some cheeses. Show all your cheeses.
Yeah, I got So
we got a box of diapers. Now you can set those in the on the ground
diapers.
if you
We'll
want.
just because they're in the way. Yeah, we'll just.
Ira needed some diapers.
Yep. So he has diapers. This we found in Ingles, and it wasn't even actually exactly where I think it's supposed to be. It was on the other side.
It was just
of the
only
store.
one all by itself.
Yeah, so I wanted to try it.
Which
Mozzarella
was
cheese.
pretty nice to find pasture raised cheese there.
This is just some Parmesan cheese that we get sometimes. I like. And then this is really strange. This is a Cheddar, however you say that. But it's like a creamy goat cheese. I just really tried hard to make myself like goat stuff. I tried hard to make myself like goat milk, goat yogurt. And I just don't really like it. But they carded me for this.
Yeah.
They wanted my
birth date.
And it was really weird because there's no alcohol or anything in there. So I'm not sure why they wanted my birthday. But I'm excited to try this out.
And you got some cat food, right?
Yeah, this is cat food for Binks. I'm still not where I want to be with his diet as far as what I'm feeding him, but this is just what I'm doing right now. So we got a few cans of cat food. These are my favorite Siete cookies. I like these better than I like the other ones. So I got those. And I think that's mostly it, except for, I forgot this.
Oh, we got the cheese.
That's
More
another
cheese.
kind of cheese. I didn't know Kerrygold did cheese, so I'm going to give this a go, and we're going to see what we think about that. This is what we got for our Sunday school class to change up our space a little bit. This is a shelf to store some of our books and pens and pencils. Got a little rug for the room. These are bins to go inside the shelf here, and then a cute little thing that we can put on the shelf or somewhere as decoration in the room. One other thing I got was this. I don't know if this will work, but what I wanted was lace, any kind of lacy pattern, something to send through my rolling mill and try to get an impression on metal with. So I'm not sure that this will work, but I was going for a lacy idea just to make an impression on the metal, but this is okay. We'll see what we can get with this.
The crow party. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm tired. My sunglasses, oh, those are it. Okay. Yeah, I'm very, very tired. We had a really big day going to Satterfield's nursery today. We had a big day going all over town to the store. And now we got back. We need to put all of this stuff up. Corey actually has to edit a video for tonight that's going to be posted. And I got to take all my groceries home. You have to take all your groceries home. We have to get the boys baths. We have to get baths. We have to get fed and get into the bed because honestly, tomorrow we have a lot to do too. I want to go over to the church and use some of the things that we bought today at the store to rearrange and change our Sunday school room. I think that's what we said we would do, but we hope that you enjoyed getting to come with us for this grocery haul. These videos are so fun. I love to see what other people buy for groceries. It's so interesting. You have to let us know if you enjoyed, and we can try to do another video like this sometime. But we just always appreciate y'all, stopping by and visiting with us and
supporting our channel.
Our channel.
Appreciate you have to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That helps our channel.
And then we can keep hanging out. Well, our videos will pop up in your feed more, and
that'll be great.
And keep hanging out and doing stuff together.
Yeah. I guess we'll wrap this up. I'm excited about a few of the things that I got, the cheese and whatnot, to try because now I can eat cheese again. My diet has drastically changed. Yes, praise the Lord. And I'm excited too. Maybe in the future we'll do another, like if we go to the fruit stand or we go to the farm to get beef, something like that. I know we've had so many questions like, hey, can you share? What do you eat? Where do you get it? What are your recipes? Just more like what's your everyday life look like. I love watching those vlogs and those like YouTube videos or even shorts of other people. What do they do in their day-to-day life? So maybe we'll bring you more content like this. Drop a comment below. Let us know if you're like, yeah, that's cool, Katie and Corey, or who cares about what y'all do. Forget y'all.
And we're working on more music. We're always trying, y'all.
Yep.
As always, thank you for watching. God bless you. God keep you.
We're going to put our groceries up and we'll catch you at the next one.